Hi everyone, Paul here from Switched On, and today I'm taking a look at Cat Quest 2 on the Nintendo Switch. Now before I get to the gameplay and my thoughts, here's some brief information about the game. So Cat Quest 2 is an action RPG viewed in an isometric fashion, but using almost flat 2D graphics, which actually works really well. Features the protagonists, a cat from the original game and a new dog character, which now allows for local co-op play, although it has to be said there is no online option for co-op. Comes from P-Cube Games, so big thanks to those guys for this copy, and it costs £12.99 and $14.99 and is available right now after releasing on the 24th of October. Oh, and it should be said that this game is stacked with puns, so you have been warned, but let's pause no longer and take a look. So let's get into some gameplay of this one. Going to play solo. As I say, there is the local co-op option, no online co-op, unfortunately. I wonder if they'll add it down the line. It'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? But local co-op's quite nice, works quite well. But what it does allow you in solo mode is that you can switch between the characters, so the cat and the dog. And what that means is you can have like kind of a different loadout for each character. So like maybe one character could be magic based, one character could be melee based, and you just press X here, and you can switch between which one you're controlling. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to stick with cat. I'm more of a cat person than a dog person. And then the current mission we've got here. Let's have a little wander around the overworld actually. Chat about that for a while. I don't know if you've played the original Cat Quest, but this is very, very similar. So the only additions really are that co-op play and some new sort of weapons and magic. Not much else is new. If you'd be mistaken if you turned this on and maybe thought it was Cat Quest 1. But anyway, the action part of the action RPG here is hammering away on the Y button, which lets you do this melee attack. And at the moment my cat has got a axe equipped. I'll show you the equipment in a second. And you've also got, mapped onto the shoulder buttons, you've got different types of magic. So that's like a flame magic. And if you look in the top left-hand corner of the character portraits there, the purple bar. So the main red bar is your health. The purple bar is the amount of magic you can use. That's sort of the SP. So when that runs out, you can't use your magic anymore till you've refilled it. Let's go in and have a look at the equipment. So you've got tabs across the top. So that's like a world map. That's your equipment. That's the magic you've got equipped. And then some settings. So let's have a look at our equipment. And along the bottom, you can press the Y button here. So we've got our armor, any helmets, any melee weapons. So just got the axe there. And then any magic staffs that you can equip your characters. So that's quite cool. So I think I'm going to apply that healing staff to the dog. Oh, he's already got it, hasn't he? So that's fine. Okay, so B button lets you do a dodge roll. And you may have seen there when I'm fighting, let's find another baddie to fight. Explain the combat system a little bit more if we can find a baddie. Of course, there's not going to be one now, is there, when we want one? Basically, when you're fighting one of the baddies, they have like a circle that appears underneath them. When that fills up red, that's their attack. That's when they're going to be attacking you. So you need to get out of that circle before the thing fills up with a red colour. Hidden coin there, we'll take that. So we've got to head to this guy here, Kit Kat. As I say, this game is full of puns. Everything's based on cat or dog sort of names. So you have to be, if you're not into cat puns, then you might not like that. But here we are. We've been given a little bit of a weapon here to take to the blacksmith to forge us something new. To help us take down the big bad guy. So the XP, the RPG elements in this are quite light. They're not anything too heavy. So you can collect new gear. You can level up and get new magic. Let's just do a bit of this combat system here. I'm not sure why. I don't know where my axe has gone. Where has my axe gone? Why has my axe disappeared? Oh, must have given my my cat the staff. So we're following Kit Kat here. He's taking us to somewhere. Following him blindly. Oh, great. He's landed us in a big fight. So these are these sort of fox type creatures. You can see they've got like the magic rings that are appearing underneath them. When they turn red, you need to get the heck out of dodge. Now, I've lost the cat character. He's dead. I didn't get out of the red circle in time. I'm going to struggle now on my own. Use some of my ice magic there, and that freezes the baddies. But really need to get this guy back to life. I see. So I don't know if you noticed that. It's the first time I've seen that. Because I normally die quite quickly. But if you stand within the circle there, it was refilling the cat's XP, the health bar. So hopefully we can bring him back to life to rejoin the fight. And there we go. I'm going to switch back to the cat because I much prefer the cat. So, trying to dodge out of the way of those red circles before the enemy lands an attack on you. Or we can use our magic. The cat's got like a fire magic. And there we go. We saw those enemies off. Kit Kat's impressed. Now these little blue orbs are XP. And then obviously the coins are gold. Coins that we can use to buy weapons and stuff. You find them dotted around the landscape. Another fight here with these hedgehog type creatures. So as long as you stay out of the way of that red circle, you are absolutely fine. Perfect stuff. These little caves here you can go in. You'll see there as I've hovered over this forest cave. Is that a forest cave? Forest cave. Forest cave. You can see the recommended level of the cave, or the dungeon, sorry. The level of the enemies in the dungeon. Saying the enemies in there level 12. If you look to the top left hand corner, we're level 8. So probably best we don't take that cave on, that dungeon. But you can go into those and get all sorts of rewards in there. So that's really cool. They're not that long. It takes sort of 5 or 10 minutes to do a dungeon. So we will go into one in a second. So we're just getting a bit more of the story from Kit Kat here. Oh, we've been chucked into one of the dungeons actually. Just randomly. Oh, and now Kit Kat wants us to beat him. That's really strange. So, okay. Weird story. Doesn't make sense. So you've got to be careful of these spikes. You can see when they vibrate, they're going to pop out of the ground. Quite simple to get around that. Watch our step around here. We've got a chest. Ooh, we've got a nice blade. Let's have a look. So let's go and have a look at the equipment. See how that compares. So you can see here, when you're hovering over new equipment, if you look at the bottom left-hand side, you can see pluses and minuses to see what changes that will affect your gear. So we can see here, starting from our base axe, if we hover over and highlight that. If we hover now the new sword that we've just picked up, you can see +1 to the attack value there. It goes up from 14, it'll go up to 15. So we're going to equip that. And you can see it changes the graphics of the character, which I really like games that do that. So all the equipment and armor and stuff that you put on changes the look of your character, which is cool. Level 3 lightning staff there. So we're going to give that to dog. So if we switch to the dog. I'm going to give him that level 3 staff. Actually, I think that was just an upgrade. We already had the lightning staff because we had another one. We just upgraded it to the next level, so that's fine. So we've got to fight Kit Kat now. And if we can beat him, then he is going to forge us a new weapon. As you see, his attacks are coming really quickly. Look how quickly he fills up his red circle. So really, as soon as he's filling it up, you want to get the heck out of there. Dodge roll out the way to avoid getting hit. Give him a bit of a magic taster there. I'm not having much impact damage-wise here, are we? Sometimes it's about picking the best weapon. Oh, no. Cat's eating it. Dog's eating it. Well, that was a tricky fight. So it is a tough game. It looks cutesy. It's not an easy game to play. Although, again, a little bit harder when I'm not concentrating, so probably a little bit harder than it actually is. You get these obelisks around the world that we've just woken up at. These little cat-looking things. You can sleep at those. It restores your health and your magic, and also serves as like a save point. So we're back there now, and you see the white arrow guiding us to the back to retry that little story again. So anyway, that's Cat Quest. Cat Quest 2, I should say. I don't know if you've played the original Cat Quest. It's also out on the Switch. But yeah, it's a really nice little game. I like it a lot. Really like the first one. This is more of the same. And I really dig it, to be honest. I like the way you've got 2 characters now. I've not tried the co-op locally yet with anybody, but I imagine that's going to be quite a lot of fun. But I do like the fact that you can switch between the 2 characters. And as I said at the start, sort of deck them out with different equipment and skills and stuff. That's going to be really handy and a nice dynamic to use. But yeah, really like this one a lot. Looks great, runs really well. Really fun little game. Nothing too complicated. And plenty of adventures to take on here. So yeah, check it out. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.